Involved in the Republican politics because I decided that being a business person and wanting to promote free enterprise, I really believe in a free enterprise system, that the Republican Party really promoted free enterprise system. And you know, through my work with the Chamber of Commerce, I realized how important it was to have laws that help business and not hurt business, and that we were creating small business, created jobs and opportunities for people. So I felt like it was really important to get involved in that, and volunteered again for the local Republican Party, was active, and Billy Nungesser, Senior, appointed me to a couple of positions in our parish, Jefferson Parish Republican Party. And then I ran for chairman of the Jefferson Parish Republican Party, was elected that. And well, actually first to the East Bank chairman, and then eventually chairman of all of Jefferson Parish. And then went on to run for our state central committee, parish executive committee. And then was elected national committee man, served about 3 years as national committee man. Finished out a term that Roy Brunn had started, but Roy was elected a judge and couldn't finish his term, so I finished his term. And then I came back and ran for a state chairman, and been state chairman a little over 7 years now.
Okay, we understand. That was great. I didn't have to say too much. Also, Governor Jindal appointed you as a member of the Bicentennial Committee, is that correct?
Correct, yeah, member of Bicentennial Committee, which I think is really exciting. Our Bicentennial is coming up. My family has lived in Louisiana for over 300 years. My three great-grandfather was the first native-born governor of Louisiana, Governor Roger Villere. He actually ran against Claiborne to be the first governor and lost, and then came back and ran second time and won as governor. And so, you know, we have a lot of history. A lot of my family has served in the Louisiana National Guard, in the military, as judges, as on city council. We were on the first New Orleans City Council. One of my grandfathers was on that. So we've been real involved over the years in politics, and so it would intrigue me to be on that committee. When I was asked, I accepted to be on the Bicentennial Committee. I think it's important for our history, and I think it's important for our future, and I look forward to serving it. And they actually appointed me as chairman of the Major Events Committee. So we're going to be running a lot of the major events around the state, and I'm very excited about doing that to promote the history of all the people of Louisiana.
Roger Villere, actually, that was my next question. Roger Villere he fought in the Battle of New Orleans.
He was. He was a major general in Louisiana militia, and he backed up the forces. He was the last line of defense. Thank goodness they didn't really need him, because they didn't break through Jackson's defense. And you know, I obviously won. The Villere plantation had been taken over by Pakenham and was used as the headquarters. They pretty well destroyed the plantation, burnt all the crops, killed all the animals, and pretty much wiped the family out. And back then you didn't have FEMA that replaced everything, so pretty much you know, put the family in a pretty bad position. So
okay, now for a little political question.
Yep.
How do you think the Tea Party? How do you think the Tea Party has affected the Republican Party, has impacted the Republican Party in Louisiana and nationwide?
I think in Louisiana and nationwide, what it has done is really push forward the conservative movement in the Republican Party. I'm from the conservative wing of the Republican Party, but there was a lot of moderate to liberal members of the Republican Party, and a lot of the national elected officials were extremely moderate. And I think the Tea Party movement has pushed a lot of them to be more conservative.
Steve, would you like to?